really great day so far. We already did one performance this morning for the school body, and we actually had quite a large number of audience members this morning, and it's wonderful to see so many people here this afternoon as well. So if you haven't guessed from the name of the show, maybe looking through the program, looking at the set, our show is about snow, but it's about more than just the white fluffy stuff. And hopefully that's what you leave with this afternoon, is what the true message of our show is all about. And I just have a couple of comments to make about what we've been doing in preparing for this program, and then we'll get on with the show, right? So in the music room, as well as in all of the classrooms in our school, we post what we call learning targets for each content area. So the learning target shares with the class, this is what we want the students to be able to do. And so I do that in music. When they come into music, I have an area that posts the learning targets, and one learning target that we really focused on when we were preparing our songs for this program, the learning target stated, I can communicate the meaning of a piece through my performance. That's what we really worked on with all of our songs for the show, how each song is very different and has a different message, and that communicating is not just about the words that we're singing or the words that we're saying, but it also involves our facial expressions, our body language, so that communication involves a lot of different things. And so hopefully you can notice that. That's something that we really spent a lot of time working on, and I think that they've learned how to do that pretty well. And then I'm also going to mention this in case I forget when the show is over, but I imagine that many of you will probably want to leave with your child or with your student after the program, after the juice and cookies. We just ask that you please sign out with the student's classroom teacher before you take them. So I might remind you again about that after, but I wanted to make sure I said that now in case I forgot. But it definitely looks like 3rd and 4th grade is ready to go here, so here's On With the Snow.
Should hope my boots are waterproof.
Snow on the highway and snow on the lawn. Snow from Snow Home is to Saskatchewan. What can you do when there's nothing but snow? Your kids friends together, forget about the weather, and act together to put on a show. It's snow time, so let's get on with the snow. There's no time. Welcome to our little show. It's called On With the Snow because it's all about the snow.
We'll sing and dance and do whatever it takes. After all, this is a show to celebrate flakes.
But wait a minute, if you really want to know, I don't want saying I hate the snow.
What do you mean you hate the snow? You can't hate the snow. It's the name of a show.
There's no need to shout, there's no need to scold. I don't like the snow because it makes me cold.
I agree, if the truth be told. If you're going to have snow, you have to have cold.
Snow is cold, that's very well known. Snow can chill you right to the bone.
Snow can make you shake and quiver. When I get cold, all I do is shiver. All this shivering has me in a tizzy. If you don't want to be cold, you have to stay busy.
That's right, if you keep moving along, you won't have to sing the same shivering song.
You might get cold if you just stand there waiting, but you won't get cold if you swim or skate. And if you don't want your feet to feel frozen and blocky, put on some gear and play some ice hockey. I have the best idea yet with snow shoes to work up a sweat.
Hello, everyone. Do I need to remind you that people are here and we got a show to do? This next act knows how to keep it warm on
cold at home on your hovel, join this group and pick up a shovel.
We're not here to sing. We're not here to talk. We're here to scrape and shovel. We're doing the walk.
Once we get to work, there won't even be a water. And once you see yourself shoveling it up.
Give us ice or sleet. Give us slush or snow. And we can clear our path for any place you wanna go.
You won't fall down, you won't even slip inside. You'll always be okay when you got shovelers on your side.
If your path is clear, you got us today. You can count on us. We can take us to the snowman.
We're moving in snow. It's just plain hard labor. And when there's too much, we dump it on your neighbor.
Shows up, sound off.
Well, that wasn't great. All I want to know is what do shovels do when there isn't any snow?
Ladies and gents, since the driveway is now clear, let's have our next item to come here and cheer. It seems we have a slight delay. The reason why is because one of our next performers is a little bit shy.
He wants to perform, but there's a little twist. Some of you don't even believe he exists.
Maybe if we clap loud, E.T. is at your baby crowd.
Well, that wasn't bad, and you all did your best, but maybe some cheering would help our next guest.
He says he's ready.
out of your chair and get the tricks. Let's introduce him and get him on quick.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome our new guest, the abominable snowman, the absolute best.
Thank you everyone. It's a pleasure to be here. You have so much to know and so much to watch. Please welcome my friends Bigfoot and Sasquatch.
Sasquatch is my name, being here is a treat.
You recognize me by the size of my feet.
No need to be afraid, no need to worry.
No need to fear us just because we are furry. The three of us have been pals forever.
I'm the charmer, and I'm very clever.
One thing we know is whatever the weather,
Come blizzard or not,
good friends stick together. Well, those were good and really so nice. But I still don't like stuff and I suppose like ice.
There's no fear in this next song. We'll all you and I can find you. For all is around my friends, the walking in heart just never end.
And here we are, friends one and all, no matter how big.
No matter how small.
We stay safe and warm no matter the weather. We won't be cold if we all stick together.
It never ends if we get to get started. We finally to the ground to learn.
Well, that's about it for our show about snow. But one more thing before you go.
We have one last message to share with you. We hope you agree each word of it true.
If you're warm on the inside, you see, you can survive the cold of the outside, just like me.
Does anyone wonderfully like me again, and I always win again with him. So be nice to each other wherever you go. All my friends, that's not going to be snow. I mean, sure.
Well, we hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully you got the underlying message about no matter the weather, no matter the cold, because I know Minnesota winters, they're not always the easiest, they're not always the funnest, but remembering that it's more important to be warm on the inside, right? 3rd and 4th grade, that was the whole message of the show. And getting back to what I had talked about with our learning targets and how we really worked on communicating the message of our songs, there was at one point when we were practicing and we were about to work on one of the songs, and a 3rd grader said, "This is going to be the song that's going to make our moms and dads cry." And hopefully you figured out which song that was. And I also mentioned that if we are communicating the message of the song, we might in fact make people cry. And I also mentioned that as a musician, that's one of the biggest compliments that you could get from an audience member is for them to cry when you're singing or when you're playing or when you're performing. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a really huge compliment that you would move somebody so much that they would cry tears. And so we talked about that as a performer. That's a good thing. That means that we touched them in a way that we got the message across. So hopefully for some of you that resonated. And again, we hope that you will all enjoy juice and cookies in the cafeteria with us. And also please don't forget, if you're going to take a child with you, to check out with the classroom teacher. And again, I want to thank all the 3rd and 4th graders for all their hard work. I want to thank all the people that brought props and costume items that we needed for our show, like some of our shoveler outfits, the shovels, and some of the other things that we used. It takes a lot for programs like this to come together. And so everybody that had involvement, whether it was the audio, the video, the costumes, anything, we all appreciate it so much. So thank you again. And I think it would be a great idea once we get the lights on for maybe the 3rd and 4th graders to stay where they are. We could get some pictures on the risers. So anybody that wants to take pictures of the students on the risers can do that. All right, thank you.